Welcome back. It is day 224 of a road to 2200. We're at 2050. So 150 elo from our goal, but that doesn't actually matter. What matters is improvement. Recently we had a comment on the channel talking about how you shouldn't really look at the elo number and just focus on improvement. And that comment is 100% right. I think it's a problem that most of us probably have. We just fixate on that number rather than seeing if we're actually making improvements. And yeah, I think that's something that we can all take something from, which is why I wanted to really say something about it. Now, we have a Catalan. So I forget which way I want to play. Like, get the bishop out. They're going to probably try and put some pressure over here or something. But I mean, bishop here, maybe stopping some e4 push could be good. So let's do that. Maybe in the future, we're going to put the queen on d7 and try to trade off their powerful bishop. That could also be an idea. They can take, by the way. Now, maybe queen c8. I also am a fan of pushing the pawn. But I kind of like queen c8. Just trying to trade off their powerful bishop. They might just even go they're gonna probably play a rook e1 so that I can't play bishop e3 or h3, I think, and they can 100% just take the pawn. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this bishop though. I'm not really too worried about this, and being the maniac that I am, I think I'm gonna take with the g pawn to open up the h file. Maybe this is a little bit more responsible. It also protects the pawn. I'm going to be left with an isolated pawn, but I kind of want to try and build a big center. I'm going to take with the F or the G pawn. Let's take towards the center, even though, like, you know, you could probably argue it's better to take the other way. And then, yeah, let's go here. They're going to play this. I'm going to go A5. Or do I even want to play A5? Oh, yeah, I also just hung the pawn. Oops. Oh, but I can just take. Okay, let's capture. I don't really enjoy what I'm doing here, but I don't think there's any sacrifice. So that's kind of what I'm a little bit worried about here. Knight d7, knight b6 is kind of what I'm thinking. I didn't think that worked. Just bishop back though, right? Oh, the rook. The rook. The big bad rook. We're just going to resign and we're going to leave that in there. That was a big boy blunder to start the day. Yeah, very, very big blunder, but okay, we just played the wrong way. I haven't really seen the Catalan in a little while. G2, we should play takes apparently. And then castles, and it wants h6. I mean, I want to get my bishop out. But wow, that would just come with the tempo. I guess even this, maybe just try to lock in the bishop. I don't like doing that. So yeah, we've got this. Also, was it better to take this way? No. Taking is the best move. I did consider taking, but decided not to. And then we're just losing here. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see this at all. I just let's play another one. Okay, well, not a very good way to start the day, but it is what it is. We have the Sicilian defense, and we've got the Magarini, where we're gambiting a pawn. D5 is the most common move. That is a mistake. D6 is the best move. And then, if I remember correctly, we're supposed to play d5 if they play d6. Kicking around the knight. Yeah, now we go d5. And now I don't know what I'm doing. Of course. Slowly but surely, I'll learn. I mean, f4 to me seems pretty nice. So, yeah, let's play f4. I mean, the knight's kind of got to reroute places. Yeah, now it's looking... I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to play this. I kind of want to just play knight out. So there's never any kind of tactics along this diagonal. And then try and develop our pieces. So let's get our knight out. We're protecting against any checks. Their bishop's kind of stuck in here now. They want to develop this way. Makes sense. Can I push? Takes. And then we were maybe trying to play some e6, takes. Really lock in the king. I also want to put the bishop on this diagonal. Yeah, I'm gonna push e5. They have to take. They can't let me play like that. I guess they can. In that sense, actually. Here they develop. Bishop here. Are they going to play knight e4? Is there any point of that? And they're jumping their knight around. They're probably going to get trapped with queen d4 there. Okay, let's bring out our bishop. So we have this check if we ever need it. Their bishop is now not locked in though, so that's kind of sad life for us. We are kind of threatening takes and just having a huge center here. Which would be kind of beautiful, but I don't know. Okay, they want to apply pressure, so I could just take. And then this looks very, very nice, to be quite honest. The question is, do I want to actually give that up? Takes. There is a check, bishop blocks, and then I go here. Takes, but then queen here. Doesn't really seem like we're getting much. But I think just having a huge center is worth it. I do. And now I just need to get my bishop out and then castle. I think we should be okay. Well, I say we should be okay. I think we're actually doing pretty well there. Do I want to put the bishop? No, I don't want to hang the pawn. I don't really want to put the bishop here either, though. I could consider playing h4, h5, but that weakens this square pretty drastically, which I don't really love. I don't want to put the bishop here either, because the pawn... Well, maybe I do want to reroute the bishop backwards. But then there's ideas of like just kicking around my bishop. But I don't want to go here. I guess I could play c4. And then just put the bishop on d3. But then like we're just opening up tactics along this diagonal, really. I'm going to give a check. And I'm just going to get rid of the bishop and castle. I want my king safe, and that is a way to do it. If they castle this way, it's kind of hideous. They develop the knight. They're trying to go to this square pretty clearly. I could play takes. No. I'm going to cement this in now. I want a big center. We just got to be very careful. And then we'll try and maneuver our knight, potentially. Maybe something like this. But we own so much equity in the center. I don't really understand what they should do here. If they ever play something, like we don't have to respond. Knight here is covered. I could even consider playing this move. Knight back and just play h3. Knight takes, queen takes. Just step up with the king. I'm gonna go full send. Knight back and then just h3. Just really restricting him. Oh. Yeah, there's a fork. Great. Oh, silly me. Silly me. Why do I do this to myself? Oh, now we're just losing everything. Sad life. Oh. All right. Well. I don't even know what to say. That's so... Yeah. Just yeah. There's like nothing I can do. He's gonna take here. I mean, everything's protected, but... Oh, he just takes and the rook is attacked, you idiot. Okay, so... We shouldn't have been so careless there. We played g4. And just completely missed knight e3, which was a threat anyways. So we just completely ignored my opponent's threat. We should have probably played queen e2 there. Yeah. I'm just gonna resign. We don't have any play. No point in playing on. Sure, I'm always all about never resign, but we don't have any play to create there. Our knights are tied down, blah 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 blah. Let's take a look at this. We did play this correctly from the start. And then f4, knight out. We shouldn't have pushed so early on. We did have an advantage. We should just attack the rook. What if they just develop? Then we can play e5. And if takes, this looks very bad. They have to, well, saying they should sacrifice. Then we got this. Taking was wrong. Should we bring out the queen? Takes, but then just here? And it wants knight a3 protecting. So if takes, there's this, and king d7. But okay. We take and castle. And we still have an advantage until we just blunder a fork and a pawn. It's not even worth playing on. Our brain just malfunctioned today, I guess. That first game was horrendous. Second game, played a little bit better until we brought out the blunderpecks within. Unfortunately. Just one of those days. I don't know, man. It is what it is. I'll see you tomorrow.